Hello, my name's Theon. I wear a Pip-Boy all the time. Not sure if you can tell, but I love Fallout. And if you've been paying attention for the last 5 months, it's been 5 months now. I got my Pip-Boy on January 31st. Been wearing it every day, asterisk, since then. And let me tell you, I know how to wear a Pip-Boy. There's a little bug on my hand. So, I thought I had an idea here. Let's go back to Fallout Season 1 and overanalyze every frame that a Pip-Boy is on screen. And then I had another idea, because as I was doing that, getting every single frame that a Pip-Boy is on screen, and wow, it was adding up. So, I changed things around. I just made, clips of every time a Pip-Boy is the focus. You know what I mean? Like, there's something going on with the Pip-Boy. Somebody's using it, they're looking at, they're messing with the buttons. Or it's like blatantly on screen and you can see what's going on. Let's see where the knobs are, what's going on the screen, if it all matches up, So, let's get into that. I did every episode, just gonna boom, it's all right here. Basically like a minute. There's about 60 seconds of each episode that has genuinely good footage of a Pip-Boy. You know what I mean? So, I don't have a script. I don't want to write a script. Here we go. Let's get into it. And starting off, just the first interaction you get to see Lucy and her Pip-Boy. Of course, she's talking about herself. Blah blah blah. It looks nice. It's sitting there proper on her wrist too. If you notice that. Next scene, she's working on stuff. Look at that. It's sitting on her wrist like normal. And the screens are usually always just chilling on the Pip-Boy stats screen with the Vault Boy walking there. That's usually all they're ever sitting on. Next, immediately straight to the classroom. Let's talk about this. In the Fallout lore, people get their Pip-Boys when they're 10 years old. So that means, and as you can tell, these are children-sized children, mind you, children-sized children, and they're wearing children-sized Pip-Boys. Look at how cylindrical these things are, compared to the ones that we have. They're very conical in shape, but they designed it for what I would call the average American. And there's officially Amazon-made children-sized Pip-Boys out there in the wild. Sure, those are the prop ones, but those frames exist. Those frames could probably be mounted to this. I want a smaller Pip-Boy for everybody that deserves one, because I have to have padding in here. Anyways, the children-sized children have children-sized Pip-Boys, and I'm jealous. And then next we got Lucy showing her cousin how to shoot a gun. It's sitting on his arm pretty normally, I'd say, with how he's holding that. Yeah. And, it's on the right screen. Yeah. There's another one. She's wearing it. Her arm, I'd say that's way too far over like this. And they do that intentionally so that you can see the Pip-Boy while it's on screen. They want it to be a focus rather than... That's how someone actually wears it. You know what I mean? See how, you're not going to see the screen from there. They do that quite often, and it really, really rustles my jimmies. So, just make it look like they're actually going to wear the thing and use it. Look at that in the garden. He's got the thing. Oh, and then next we're just, straight to the games. So, here's a game from Fallout 4 that, with the speed everything is running at and the graphics on there, it's not going to run on these Pip-Boys. The hardware is just a little too limiting. But my biggest gripe is that radio knob. I cannot tell you how many times I see people fiddling with this radio knob because they're props. They don't have a spring in their radio knob like we do. It springs back to the middle. And they're always, they're fiddling with the radio knob. That's how you adjust, that's how you interact with things. And like they're selecting things by doing this. That's not how the Pip-Boy works, Amazon. Do you need me to tell you how your Pip-Boy works? Because I'm here for you. Next. Why is he touching this? Why is he touching this? Why is he playing with this? If he's playing with the radio knob to play his game, why is his hand on here in the next shot? Huh? Because this changes your tabs. Amazon, hey, did you know this changes your tabs, Amazon? That's what it does. Pay attention, please. And the next shot, look, he's like, I'm still playing my games with the radio knob, fiddling with the radio knob. This and this, okay? That's what you made this. You made this, Amazon. You should know. You hear this thing clicking? They made it, and they're just like, put your hands anywhere you want on it. There's a really egregious scene coming up. Oh my god, it's so egregious. I cannot believe Amazon ran with this shot, you guys. Wait till you see it. Next. Okay, and then oh look there, here we go with the radio knob. Gotta use the radio knob to select your thing. Use the radio knob. And then she looks and she moves her Pip-Boy. You see, she had to move it up because it was so loose on her. And that's not. No. Fasten it, please. Fasten it. And there's the marriage application screen. Oh, good. Okay, and the next, it's a. Oh. If this is her left hand, you see it. You see it already, right? It's over here. It's in the wrong place. But, the screen looks like it's right. Oh, well, yeah, he's giving the thumbs up. There's no. We don't have that screen per se, because the main stats screen, he's walking. That's just a static image of him giving a thumbs up, and we don't have that. So that's one. It's one screen we don't have. And look, he's working with the Pip-Boys. Now, I'll play that one more time. He's working with it. Yeah, just like me. Anyways, next. He's playing games. He's playing games with the radio knob! Stop doing that! Everything with the radio knob, and then she's holding it. Oh, look, she's messing with the dress, and look at how sideways it is on her. Why is it all the way over there? Make it look like they're actually wearing these things, please. And this is great. Okay, so Hank comes up. He's got the Pip-Boy. He embraces his daughter. Oh, look, he doesn't have a Pip-Boy on his left wrist anymore. The next shot. Okay, and then she's like, "Hey, you forgot your Pip-Boy." He's like, "Ah, yes, I did." There's his Pip-Boy on his wrist, and look at how down this is. The Pip-Boy is like upside down on his arm right now. So it's like there's like, oh, rush, hurry, get the Pip-Boy back on. I'm over it. Okay, he's walking over. He realizes, hey, here's the thing. He's holding it and he looks up. He's waiting for a notification of some kind. And he looks up at the door, because that's what's going on here. And hey, that checks out. Cool beans. Ooh, the retractable cable. Look at it. It whips out. He plugs it in. It doesn't look like it actually comes out of the Pip-Boy. It's kind of hard to tell. There could be like a separate retractable thing elsewhere on it, but ours. Oh, hang on. Ours do not retract, do they? No, they don't retract or extend. That's it. She does not have her Pip-Boy on correct by any measure. It is completely facing inward towards her chest. This is not how somebody. Ooh, look. This is what she's doing. That's how they make their actors wear the Pip-Boys, and it really grinds my gears, you guys. That's why I had to make this video. Like, there's so many inconsistencies and discrepancies. Next, we have a. I'm gonna call these the conical shaped ones. If you'll notice, it's got the tiers like this, and it gets taller. The other one is the all cylinder. It's like straight across. It's a flat cylinder. I'm really jealous of that one. And then there's the children's size Pip-Boys. And then next we have her realizing that something's wrong. She slaps on the Pip-Boy. She points it at him. Like that's going to do something, and the rad meter starts going off. And it actually has the appropriate rad meter screen, but the button looks like the knob looks like it's over on data rather than inventory. The knob is too far over. Come on, Amazon. Put it on the right tab. It's a tab. But granted, inside that thing that Lucy's holding, they have a iPhone. Literally, there's an iPhone with animations that play. And as for where the button positions are, they didn't think that through. They did not think about it. Sometimes they do. And now she's not even like facing it anymore. It's directly on top of her hand. I don't know. And there she is. Okay, she's got the thing. As the main stats, he's walking. Everything's normal there. She's wearing it properly, too. And without her vault suit, if you notice. Next, we got this guy. He's obviously hyped up on Jet. Gets tripped. The thing gets pulled out. So that's a pretty resilient little, that's nice. He gets sucked in there. Oh, can't show that. So anyways. And ooh, intervault door breach. Intervault door breach. We don't have that animation. And if I'm not mistaken, that is on the stat screen, it says. Just to be clear, all of their animations are over on the data tab, not the stat tab. So that's 2 tabs over. You're on the wrong tab. It's not on the stats, where that is. It's over. And the knob looks like it's down on the map. The knob is on the map. It's showing the stat tab. And the animations that they show us aren't even in the stat tab. They're in a different one. And we don't even have that animation. A lot of complaints about this scene. Next, she's standing there holding her wound. It's a normal Vault Boy thing. It'd be nice if there was like a little bit of detail so we could see if it's like, you know, a hurt or not. It shows the different stats on here, but we don't get to really see that, I guess. It's a little too far away every time. It's not the main focus of the story, you know. Next, we have Lucy not wearing the leather cuffs that the Pip-Boy uses to connect to her vault suit. So that's like the only time you see one of these vault suits without a leather cuff for the Pip-Boy. Just wanted to point that out. She's standing there. Look at how cylindrical it is. I'm really jealous. I really want that slim profile of a Pip-Boy, but I got all this extra bulk because they think that I have way more BMI than the rest of the world. Oh boy, I got a lot of problems with this next scene. So just watch that real quick again. He just rotates that knob all the way down. We don't have that animation. He spins the knob past radio. He breaks it. We don't even have that tab, you guys. And elevator access ready, we don't have that scene either. And then he presses the... You know what this does, Amazon? Hey, Amazon, this is a volume knob. Your ever-loving, you know, radio... No, that would have made more sense, Amazon. But no! Ooh! When I get my hands on you! He touched the volume button and then retracts it back in. And then this scene, you can just blatantly tell that it's a fake hand as I play this in slow motion here for you. But look at those Pip-Boys. They look fantastic. And the Pip-Boy screen still shows the connected, so that's a very, very good attention to detail. Thank you. Thank you. And that's all you get for episode 1. Okay. That's episode 1, everybody. On to episode 2. We start in with an Enclave research facility. They wear Pip-Boys. Hoo-hoo boy. So we get some more Pip-Boy scenes. What's going on there? What is that tab? I don't know. We don't have it. Not in my Pip-Boy. Didn't ship with any others. A lot of people wearing Pip-Boys on a screen that we don't have. Okay. Look at him. Look at him. Put it on. Look at him. Put it on. Okay, okay. See how his wrist is all turned in like this? He's going to keep doing that because they didn't put any padding inside. So it's actually just sitting on his wrist. If he turns it, it's just going to like swing around. See, he's got his hand all awkward still. Like, take my strong arm. Because he's like flexing just to hold it in place. And he's holding it against his body. You see that? Just so it doesn't rotate. And on the screen, it looks like it's... And that is definitely a custom clock screen. So that's like, what, 3 or 4 screen? We definitely don't have that clock screen. Where is that clock screen for us? It's a clock and it's got some kind of notification things underneath. I want that. He's wearing one. He's pointing. He drops his Pip-Boy. He throws it down. Oh, I'm going to watch that one more time just to be upset. Hang on. Hang on. Oh my god. I just cannot believe this. There's another really egregious scene coming up for me. You probably know what it is. People just taking off their Pip-Boys. He throws that next. That obviously has something to do with the Pip. It's very connected. It's like the Fallout 3 in New Vegas wrist-mounted thing, jig, biometrics, but it's there on the vault suit usually. But now it's not. It was on his. Anyways, the thing pops up. Yep. And now she's taking off her Pip-Boy. She like just kind of checks some things, you know, and sets it down. Because people can take off their Pip-Boys, and it's okay. Now, if you notice, that next one it's a smooth cylinder. God, I'm really jealous of that. There's no conical shape to it. Hang on here. There's no conical shape to it like these. It looks so nice. I really want one of those, you guys. And then there we get it. We get the Pip-Boy 2000. Yeah, that's made by the One Company. It's one of those kits that you can assemble yourself. And then look, we have 2 other Pip-Boys. 3 other Pip-Boys. I don't know. Okay, so that's definitely the Fallout 4 Pip-Boy up top. That's something underneath it. And then that's definitely like a weird Fallout 3 Pip-Boy on the very bottom or something. What is going on with that? Do you know? Please, comment. Tell me what these Pip-Boys are. I don't know what those other 2 are. That's definitely the Fallout 4 one on top, but I don't know what those other 2 are. How did I not notice those beforehand? when I watch the show. Like, what is that other Pip-Boy? That thing's massive. The screen comes up to here. Oh my goodness. This got a weird Pip-Boy. She's oh, that's a weird Pip-Boy. I think it's that's just a dish garbage disposal. That's a dish drain garbage disposal. Oh no, that's not a Pip-Boy at all. Okay, and then she's putting in some coordinates. Blah blah blah. Yep, everything. We got those. What was she? Hang on. Was she touching the? What was she touching? Why is she touch? I swear to God, Amazon, this changes tabs. Do you hear me? This changes tabs. This and this. Use them. You put the. Stop doing that. We don't have that screen. That's not in our map tab. We don't have the navigation screen with those exact coordinates or anything. And next, it looks like she's still got her map open. You'll notice it's all the way to the side because they don't know how to wear the Pip-Boys in this TV show, I guess. And the classic Amazon putting the Pip-Boy all the way to the side like nobody wears it, just so it can be seen on screen better. I get it. I'm trying to tell myself I get it, but stop doing this, please. It gets worse. Like, look. Why is the Pip-Boy all the way upside down? We don't need to see that. Show us this. It's fine. We can see this. It's okay. It's okay, Amazon. Don't do this. Don't do this. And that's all we get for episode 2. The most, so upsetting. Okay, episode 3. Here we go. Starts out with her doing the thing. She's taking out the tracker. She took it out from this. And for a while, I thought like it was this knob thing that she took out, but it still is there now that I'm coming back to it. If you'll notice, it's just on the main stat screen, showing the status. Again with the radio knob. Like, really? Why are you doing this to me? We don't have the tracker enabled animations either. They didn't give us those. We don't get those. We don't get those. No. That's like what, 4 or 5 now we don't have? Fiddling with the radio knob, and then look, it goes back, and then she's on the main stats screen again. Next. Excellent. It's on the stat tab, and it's showing the map tab, and it's showing navigation, and she touches the radio knob. Why do they keep touching the radio knob, you guys? Like, there's knobs up here. You can use this and this. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. She keeps touching it. I can't. Oh my God. Stop touching the radio knob. Okay, I'm fine. Look, he's sitting there. It's just on that stat screen. Thank you for being normal. She has hers, and the tab is all the way down on the radio tab, if you'll pay close attention. But her thing is okay. It's on the stat screen. Thank you, Amazon. Thank you. Very consistent. Consistently inconsistent. Next, do not submerge your Pip-Boy in water. She's wearing it. Look, pushes her right in. Our Pip-Boys aren't waterproof. She gets pulled out. This is what she sees on the next tab. It's on the stat tab, okay, but it's showing the rad meter, which is on the inventory tab. Everything's fine. And look, he's got the stat tab. Everything's normal. Yep, okay. Look, that was injured. He's not walking. He's standing there in one of these injury poses on the stat tab. That's one of the first times I've ever noticed or seen they're not on the main default walking healthy. He's got, he's casted up in all 4, but he's not the one with the cast on his neck. Amazon, please pay attention, you guys. Okay, here she is. She is on the absolutely wrong tab. Excellent. It's showing the rad meter, and she is over on the radio tab. Perfect. And the screen looks like it is still on the stat tab, showing the rad meter on the stat tab, but the knob is over on the radio tab. It takes all kinds to make the world go around, you guys. That's all we get for episode 3. Next is episode 4. And we immediately start on episode 4 with a screen we don't have. It is on the data tab, which is where the stats are, which is where these animations are kept. So for once, they have the data with something, that should, that's fine. That's perfect. But we don't have his face. I want his face in my Pip-Boy. Can you please update it to do that, Amazon? And also maybe update your show and the people that do consistency between scenes so everything actually checks out and people are wearing things when they were and then not wearing things when they weren't wearing things? I digress. And he's just, he's caressing that radio knob like it's the Pip-Boy's nipple and everybody's got to twist it. Oh. And now here she is. She's drinking the radiated water. Okay, yep, it's on the radiation thing. It's probably on the stat tab. Yep, look at that. Oh my god. Okay, I'm fine. See, now that's a sleek looking Pip-Boy. That's just, it's so much thinner. Not much, but it's just barely thinner. Maybe. It's hard for me to tell. You know how semi-truck driver gets used to the size of their truck? But if you or I were to get inside a 52-foot truck, we wouldn't be able to drive it. It's just too big. It's like that's how it is for Pip-Boys. You just kind of get used to the size of it. You forget that it's there. And then she gets shot in the gut. But if you'll notice, the Pip-Boy is all the way sideways, completely upside down. Nobody wears them like that, Amazon. Listen, nobody wears Pip-Boys this way. Oh, I can tell you how to do this, Amazon. I can tell you how to do your job. Please. Anyways, the next is a very important scene. He's covered up his Pip-Boy. I love it. They have the Pip-Boy underneath the sweater. Oh, that's good. Okay, next we get the flashlights that we don't have. It looks like they're coming out of the hinge almost. But our flashlight, it's just a... That's all we get. But they got this nice flashlight thing. And I must note that every time they have the flashlight on, the screen does appear to show the flashlight tab inside there with the him holding the flashlight. It looks like it's always doing that right. So that's good news. See, it's looking like it, yeah. And then here, what's he doing? He's looking at their tabs on there, and it's some kind of screen. We don't have that screen. He's looking at information like biometrics for when they died and stuff. We don't have that screen. That's another screen we don't have. Just saying. And then here, ooh, I immediately noticed this one when I got this. I thought the hurt animation thing all the way. It shows a ghoul there. I thought it would be this, but no, we don't get that. We don't get the X over him. Please note, the hand is up against the wall, and the Pip-Boy is shown. Like this. Amazon. Stop it. Next shot, I don't know why they did this. It is mirrored. It's mirrored. Look, his Pip-Boy is on his right hand. That's his right thumb. And the Pip-Boy is on his right hand. And this other Vault Dweller doesn't even have any. And you can definitely tell it's mirrored because the biometric clip thing they have there, it's on his right side as well. So why did they mirror this shot to put it to us? I don't know. Unless they made a right-handed Pip-Boy. A left-handed Pip-Boy, I guess. But that's weird. That's weird. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Next, we get more of the flashing X dead Vault Boy screens that we don't have on our Pip-Boys. Thank you, Amazon, for saying we would have those animations, but we don't. And then, they're crawling through into the next room. Sneaky. Yes, and he's got the flashlight animation thing on. It's the same screen, and the flashlights are on. Look at that. It's coming out of, like, the hinge or something. I'm so jealous. And then just a quick shot of, Lucy. She's got her Pip-Boy. Look at it. Oh, she's wearing it, and it's, like, normal, and it looks good. And then she's walking away, and she's touching it, and she's doing normal Pip-Boy stuff. Thank goodness. She's probably checking her quests. You know how it goes. And that's the end of episode 4. And with that, we're officially halfway through this ridiculous rant of mine. Next shot, we've got them walking with their flashlights still on, and it's still got the same screen. That's good. Yes, he has more flashlights, more proper things. Look at that one. It's a massive Pip-Boy. he's walking, and it's not on the. Oh, it looks so good. And look at that, they're back at the vault, and they're on the main default screen, as it should be. There's Lucy sitting down, and her Pip-Boy is 90 degrees that way, falling off her wrist. Again, Amazon. And look at how thin it looks on her arm. It looks amazing with that perfectly cylindrical stuff. But mine, no. You get the bulk. You get all the bulk. Because Americans, I mean, look at how thin that is. That's all I want. Oh, I want that. And then it just magically rotates on her arm. Why are the Pip-Boys rotating? Why are the Pip-Boys rotating, everybody? Can somebody please comment down below why the Pip-Boys just spin all around all... Whenever you fire up your game in Fallout 4, does your guy go like, ooh, let me spin it around, let me get it ready? No. No. Anyways. Look at that. She's handing out vault... Oh, what's going on with that? They're doing the Vault Overseer votes. But look at her clip. It is like pronged out. That thing is bent up. I swear to God. Why is he touching it? Why is he touching it? What's he doing on the Pip-Boy? Why is he touching the radio knob? Why is he fiddling with the radio knob? Oh. Here's a nice little shot. Everybody's wearing a Pip-Boy. Yes, that's very nice. All the screens are off. Ew, they're hurt. Turn. Okay. At least she turned it over to the knob. It went to map, so that's good. It went to map. Why is that cake? I mean, not the cake. Why is Betty? I want some cake. I do want some cake right now. That sounds pretty good. Why is her Pip-Boy all the way upside down, Amazon? Could somebody answer me that, please? Please? Somebody? What's going on here? Am I losing my mind? Do people wear their Pip-Boys upside down? See? She's holding up her hands. And do you notice how the Pip-Boy is? You don't see this. That's what you see. Why is she doing this? Amazon, please tell me, why is she doing this? Who wears their Pip? Oh, look at this. Hey, time to check the time, Amazon. It's time to pay attention to where the Pip-Boy sits on someone's wrist, Amazon. And something about that cable just seems to be a bit shorter than my cable, which is why I have to tuck this cable in, because when it's not, you see how much cable's sticking out over here? Now look at that. He's shaking it. He's shaking it. And it's not rotating around his wrist all freely. It's sitting there like he could still use it. It looks normal. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What is that? That is a rad meter on the main stats screen. We do not have that. I think this is the most egregious case. What? Okay. Why don't we have that? You said that we would have animations from the show. Season 2 is going to be coming out. Are you going to update the Pip-Boy so that we have animations from Season 2? Are you going to update the Pip-Boy so that we're allowed to have the animations from Season 1? Amazon? Hello? Should we, the community, do your job for you and make the Pip-Boy actual?
Thank you for coming.
And then everybody's walking around. Yeah, they're getting ready to see the new vault. And oh my God. This woman can only wear her Pip-Boy upside down. I'm certain of it. And that's the end of that. Oh, that's the end of episode 5. Her wearing her Pip-Boy upside down. Thank you. Let's get on to episode 6 here. Hey, it's black and white Pip-Boys. Yeah, the kid-sized kids wearing the kid-sized Pip-Boys. What's that screen? Why don't I have that? Where's that screen, Amazon? You made a point to show us that screen on the TV. Like hey, look, he's wearing a Pip-Boy. This is the screen he has on it. Look at his wrist. He's going to turn and show you the screen. I can't see the screen, Amazon. And then here we go. Are you ready for this, you guys? Look. Okay, hang on.
I'm fine.
I was raging when I saw this yesterday. Okay. So he's wearing a Pip-Boy. I'm fine. Give me a moment. Oh my God. He's wearing a Pip-Boy over his surgical outfit. Sure. Happens all the time. What is that man doing? Oh my god, did he just do this? Oh my god. Hey, Amazon. I don't think that man's a doctor. Because the Pip-Boy, I don't think you're paying attention. This does nothing, Amazon. Do you see this? This is worse than fiddling with... Make him fiddle with the radio knob. Whoever was in charge of that scene that said, yeah, just do this, you'll be fine. Fire them. Fire that person. I'm not even kidding. That person doesn't deserve to have a job on the Fallout set. Fire that person. Whoever that told that man to do this. Because that's not how Pip-Boys work. Did you know that? Did you know that this has buttons and knobs? Because it's not touchscreen? Fire that person. I am so serious right now. Don't ever do that again. In Season 2, don't do that. Please. Please fire that person. Anyways, look at how... Anyways, look at how slim and sleek this next Pip-Boy is. Oh, I'm so jealous. It just... You don't see anything. There's none of this. Oh, anyways, and she's wearing her Pip-Boy to the side again. Everybody's wearing their Pip-Boy the wrong way in this TV show. Look, it's just resting on the table like this, while her hand is like this. Did you notice? Did you notice, Amazon? Because I did. Oh, who's the director? Who's paying attention? The ghoul's paying attention. That's who. And he notices, hey, you got a Pip-Boy, and look at how thin that thing is. And then she's wearing it. Look at that. Yep. Again, a really sleek-looking Pip-Boy. And another animation we don't have. Make sure you update the Pip-Boy so that we can actually have the, Stop touching the radio knob! Oh my god. And then this is so stressful for me, you guys. This is... Everybody's taking off their Pip-Boys and just placing them in boxes. These people are savages. You know that, right? Like, sure, they're down here in a vault and like they're a little culty, but no, they're just, this is savages. And then she immediately gets out of there, and then, she turns on the trusty flashlight. Yep. Next scene, guess what? Flashlight's on, flashlight animation thing, it looks great. And then that's all for episode 6. Fire the person that told that actor to touch the screen of the Pip-Boy with his fingers. Or fire the scene coordinator that didn't notice the man trying to make the touchscreen option on the Pip-Boy work, because the touchscreen option on the Pip-Boy does not exist. Moving on to episode 7. Okay, hang on. Okay, why would you do this, Amazon? You can see where those 4 holes are. Like, those things are supposed to connect, and then as you watch, it's like blatantly not attached to the helmet as it properly should be, or sitting on the actor's face properly. Who is in charge of your props department? Who is in charge of like the consistency between scenes, and like making sure things look lore accurate while you're doing things? Because that person needs to pay more attention. A lot more attention. And oh, what's this? Does he have a golden Pip-Boy? Could it be? And then look, okay, they left, and then she has that same animation thing with the 2. Yeah, and we don't have that. And then she fiddles with the radio knob again. We don't have that animation either. It's on the stat tab still. We do not have that animation. Look at how sleek that is. Oh my goodness, it's so sleek. There's no electronics inside that cuff, I can tell. And as for the sleep mode picture right there, we have it, but then it immediately shuts the screen off because it just says it's going to sleep mode. We do have the establishing connection thing. That does exist. And we actually saw that earlier whenever what's-his-face was, attaching himself to the vault door. And then she goes to pick up her Pip-Boy, and look, it's a different model. It's a different size. It's a thicker. And that's it. That's episode 7. There's not a whole lot in episode 7. And then in episode 8, we have like even less, because wouldn't you know it, episode 8 is mostly about things that are not the Pip-Boy, and it's about plot. Yes. So to start out, boom, navigation, you've reached your destination. Guess what? We don't have that animation. It's all the way up on the stat tab, and there's none of the etchings in your Pip-Boy, Amazon. Hello, Amazon, your window is blotted out. Can you see that, Amazon? Touch the volume knob. Come on. And then she's wearing one. It's just nice to see, somebody in the suit wearing a thing. And then his wife, Cooper Howard's wife, sees the notification. She looks up to the big scary guy, and we don't have that screen, whatever she's got on there. Ooh, very ominous. Who is that, though? Seriously. And then the last shot we get is that animation with the status in the vault, the vault boy and the rad meter. We don't have that still. That's like the 4th time we've seen it. And then that's it. Anyways, it's very stressful for me to watch that again. And why does nobody wear their Pip-Boys, right? Amazon, can you please tell me where the other animations are for our Pip-Boys? I would like to have those, because, you said you'd put them on there. That was the plan when you made your Pip-Boy. And I know that you tell the wand company yes or no what does and doesn't go on there. And I don't think they're the kind of company to skimp out on something as a simple animation, because it's just, it's very small. So, fingers are kind of pointing at you, Amazon. Put the animations on there. Put a better person in your props department to interact with your actors, because nobody wears Pip-Boys like the way you illustrate them. Please stop doing that. I beg of you to fire the person that told that man to touch screen his Pip-Boy. Oh my god. Yeah, be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more of this, because wow, what a... Whew, I'm going to do season 2 whenever that comes out. I've been wearing this thing every day for like 5 months. If you want to see more about that, I got plenty on here. Plenty, I say. Anyways, thank you so much for listening to me rant. It really means a lot. Yeah. Okay, I'm out of here. I didn't really make this for you, but I appreciate you being here. And yeah, goodbye.